Hi guys, welcome to another video tutorial. In today's tutorial, we are going to look at a very special tool that we can use to gather open source intelligence about our target. So we are just going to look at how to get the tool on our machine, then after we'll look at how to use it. So first things first, you need to open your browser. And we are going to go to GitHub. So we type in github.com. So I'm going to leave the link in the description for your per usual as well. Now when the site opens, we have a search bar and we are going to search for the name of our tool. And the name of the tool is Profil3r, but not with an E but with a 3 and an R. So we are going to say the whole of GitHub for Profil3r. Now over there we have a lot of repositories with the name Profil3r, but the one that we want to take, or the tool that we want to take, is from here. So the name of the person who wrote this tool is Fabio Di Naro. So he's the one that we want to use his tool. Okay, so now we have that page open for us. So what you have to do is you go to code, we click on it, and we copy this URL. So we copy that. Now the next thing is to open our terminal. So I have my terminal here. So I'm just going to paste the code. So first things first, you have to navigate to where you want to clone the repository to. So currently I'm in my home/Kali folder. So if I do an ls, these are the various folders I have over here. So I can just do a cd into desktop to clone the whole repository to my desktop. So with this said, I'm just going to start with the whole cloning process. To do this, we just type in git clone. Then we paste in the link that we have. Then we hit enter. So immediately we do this, we are going to clone the whole repository of the Profil3r.git. So this is what I'm doing currently. So it's going to take some time and everything is done. So now the whole cloning is done. So if I do an ls, we can see that we have Profil3r over here. So I'll just do a cd into Profil3r. So now if I do another ls, this is the content that we have of Profil3r. Now one thing I always admonish everyone to do is to always use the readme feature, and mostly is plainly seen on the site. So the first thing that we are required to install, the requirement for this to work for us, is PyInquirer and Ginger2. So we have to do a pip3 install of these two. So if you can see over here, there's a copy here. So I just click on this to get it copied. Now I come here and I paste it over here without the need to type it again. So after doing this, we are told that pip3 is not found but can be installed with apt install python 3-pip. So you can just do an apt install python 3-pip. So this is a new VM that I'm using, so most of the tools are not already on it. So let's give this a jiffy to get pip for us. So now our pip is successfully installed. So let's try running the tool again and see what happens. Good. So we have our Profil3r working now, and it's installing PyInquirer now. Okay, so we have our PyInquirer successfully done. By seeing the Ginger 2 was having some few problems, so let's see if we can install that on its own. So if it's not able to do that, we just proceed with our video. Okay, so Ginger 2 has been successfully installed. So now we are good to go. So let me just clear screen since my screen's a little bit messy. So we do an ls. Now the next thing is to do a sudo python3 setup.py then install. Now I'm already in root mode, so I'm not going to type in sudo. But if you're not in root mode, then you would have to type in sudo before entering this command. So I just do python3 then setup.py then install. Then I hit enter to do the installation. Good, so now we have our tool running and everything is installed. Now to use our tool, if we come back here, we'll see that it's very easy to use. So all we have to do is to type python3 profiler.py and we use -p to specify our username. So over here you can see it wasn't there, but we can try that as well. But I will always suggest you add a -p to specify the username that you want to search. So let's go back. So as you can see, we have John Doe over here. So let's copy this and use that as our example for this particular video. So I'm going to clear screen once more. Now paste this. So we have python3 profiler.py -p and John Doe. Please do take note that if you are not inside the profiler folder and you type in this command, your command will be alright, but it's not going to work since you are not inside the profiler folder. So I faced this problem some time back. That's why I want you guys to be aware of that. So let's search for something like Steve Jobs. So Steve space Jobs. I don't know if I would have to bring okay, so I think it's working. So now to select your separator, so what should separate the two names? Do we have a dot? Do we have a dash? Do we have an underscore to separate these two names? So the thing is, now we are searching for a target you don't know much about. So we can use the space bar to select this to toggle the dot on or to turn it off. But you can use the A to select all three. So as you can see, after pressing A, all the separators are selected. After this, we just do an enter, and over here we can select the services that we want to search for our targets. So we can do this for domain. So I'm going to go down. So let me just look for so let me look for buy me a coffee, Patreon. I'm just going to skip this, then GitHub, Instagram. Oh cool, we have Skype also. So I think this is okay for me, so I'm just going to hit enter. Now after doing this, the name of your target is going to be set on all those services that you enabled. So Steve Jobs, as which was our username, is going to be set through all these services. So Buy Me a Coffee, Facebook, Twitter, GitHub, Patreon, Instagram, his domain, that is any website related to him, and email. So it's going to take its time and do this. So let's wait for the two to finish doing this. Okay, so Steve Jobs, there's a username with Steve Jobs on buymeacoffee.com. So as you guys can see, we found a lot of different targets, and as we can see in the email section, if one of the accounts is breached or has been hacked, we can see it over here that this has a problem. We can see this too has a problem. So this is the wonderful tool, or the wonderful thing about Profil3r. It gives us a lot of options for us to go through in order to get a full glimpse of our target as well, where we can find him and other interesting stuff as well, like knowing that some of these accounts are breached. We can take it further from there as well. So I don't want this video to be long. I want it to be short as possible, but because we faced some errors, I didn't want to just overlook those errors and just pretend everything is fine. I want you guys to know how to go about solving these errors, like how we faced in Profil3r. So now if you have that problem, or if you face that problem, you know how to easily go about installing your Profil3r and also other requirements to get your Profil3r running. So with this said, I believe you are good to go and ready to do more passive OSINT with this tool. So we meet in another video. It's goodbye for now.